Very good morning to each one of you. Hope you all have finished up with your English homework. This week we shall take up mathematics and social studies. First, let's take up mathematics and the first chapter, number system. While talking about the chapter number system, you have been working on it right from your class 5th. You know about natural numbers, whole numbers and integers by now. You have also learnt about rational numbers in your class 8th. So let's take up all the numbers one by one. Natural numbers, all counting numbers. They are represented by n. They start with 1 and go up to infinity. Therefore, the smallest natural number is 1. Whole numbers, all natural numbers together with 0 form the collection of whole numbers. Whole numbers are represented by W. The smallest whole number is 0. Let's take up integers. All the natural numbers, 0 and negatives of natural numbers form the collection of integers. Integers are represented by Z. Z comes from the word Jalan. See, they include negative integers, 0 and positive integers. We can represent the integers on a number line. This some of you have already learned. In between we take 0. To the right side we take up positive integers and to the left side we take negative integers. The integer line extends up to infinity both the sides. Let's talk about rational numbers. The numbers of the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-prime. Rational numbers are represented with Q. P upon Q, P and Q are integers, Q is not equal to 0. Q comes from the word quotient. Quotient means ratio. Okay, some of the examples. Anything which can be put in the form of P upon Q. It may be positive, it may be negative. Even 0 is a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 upon 1. But mind you, 1 upon 0 is not a rational number. A representation of rational number can also be done on a number line just like the integers. We take 0 in between. To the left side we take negative and to the right side we take positive rational numbers. If you have to find n number of rational numbers between two given rational numbers, then what you have to do is convert them into equivalent. That means you have to equalize the denominator, and having equalized the denominator, just you can then see how many the multiplying factor will be n plus 1. You have to multiply by n plus 1 as well as divide by n plus 1. Supposing you have to find out 5 rational numbers, in that case n plus 1 becomes 6. So you will multiply and divide by 6. We talk about decimal representation of rational numbers. When you divide P by Q, there can be two possibilities. One, the remainder becomes 0. If the remainder becomes 0, we call it a terminating decimal. In case the remainder doesn't become 0, then again there will be a situation when a digit or a block of digit keep repeating itself. Therefore, we call them repeating decimal or recurring decimal. So that means all the terminating decimals and all the non-terminating decimals but repeating are called rational numbers. Now we come down to irrational numbers. It is very clear from the definition of rational numbers. It is the opposite of rational. That means irrational numbers are all those numbers which cannot be put in the form of P upon Q, or which are not terminating decimal, or which are not repeating decimal. That means they can neither be expressed as terminating decimal nor as the repeating decimals. Thus, non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are called irrational numbers. See, there can be such numbers as 0.01, 001, 0001, then 00001. So that kind of numbers which are not repeating, all those numbers are irrational numbers. The numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, all these numbers are irrational numbers. Cube root of 2 is again irrational number. Even the value of pi is irrational because it is difficult to find out the value of pi exactly. All those values of pi we take approx values, not the exact values. This is the introduction of the number system. I'll give you some exercises in the next video. Till then, keep repeating all these definitions. Do understand them. Don't mug up them. Instead, please understand them. Till then, I'll come back to you again with some solutions and of course, the most important, the homework. Bye for now.